Hey everyone, welcome to the C&J channel. So today is August 14th, Monday. Yesterday was the first paso, and it looks like the candidates for president have been narrowed down. There's a lot of parties in this country, so but the main ones will be three, I think, that the media will be looking at. And as someone from the US, I still feel like I have a lot to learn about the process here and the politicians and the many parties here. But I feel like I do have a strong enough sense of these people to know what will probably happen once they become president. And I have to say I'm not very optimistic. I'm feeling very anxious. I'm feeling a lot of anxiety. I mean, there's a lot going on in this country right now. It's not just who might become president. For one thing, the inflation here is now over 100%. And so that is pushing everyone here to the edge, I think. At least most people. I mean, of course, there's a good number of people here who are not affected because they're just they earn in dollars, or they have a lot of savings in dollars. They will never be affected no matter what happens. I mean, they're the you know what I'm talking about. They're the ones who own this country no matter what happens, in other words. And this is a huge country, but most of it belongs to very few families. And they tend to stay out of the headlines, so you don't really know who they are, or what they look like, or what they're up to, but they're there. And I feel like as far as they're concerned, whoever becomes president doesn't really matter because they'll all be more or less the same. But there is one who I feel like will be their number one choice, and he scares me. I have to say he does scare me because of what I've seen happen in other countries that have followed what he wants to do to this country. And not to say the others would be any better, but he would be to the utmost extreme, the utmost like to the point where possibly there could be violence in this country, because there have been some rights that a lot of people here have fought long and hard for that he would just undo. And I don't think they would just roll over and say, okay, you know, I don't need those rights, you know. So I don't know what's gonna happen, and I guess in short, I'm feeling very anxious about what's gonna happen here. I mean, this country is so huge. I think it's even larger than the continental US. And it's so rich with natural resources. It has so much potential. And it has a really well-educated populace. And yet, it never seems to realize its full potential. Like, its very best people very often will leave the country and use their talents elsewhere because of the economic situation. And not only that, it's right next to Brazil, which of course is part of the BRICS. And so I feel like this country is enormously important to certain countries. apart from Argentina, of course. I mean, I worry that other countries might use this country in a neo-colonial way and in a proxy way. I don't know if that will happen for sure. I hope I'm wrong, but there seems to be a pattern with countries like this that are mineral rich and has a lot of potential, but is always on the edge, is very volatile and insecure, and you know, I just don't know what's going to happen, and so I guess I'll leave it there. I don't want to say too much, or you know. And so thank you so much if you're still here, and hope to see you next time. Ciao.